DAOKO with Game Over. This song came out a couple of days ago, and I'm actually really excited to check this out. Now, I must admit, DAOKO is one of those artists, 2 days ago this came out. She's one of these artists who I've started getting really into her music because, first of all, she became very famous very quickly, and I kind of heard her name here and there, but didn't really have the time or didn't just sort of like latch on to checking out all of her songs straight away when they started coming out and when she was getting famous. But then just over the last year or so, I've been really paying more attention rather than just hearing her every now and then here or there and going, oh, I like that, oh, I like that. It's like, no, I'm actually going to follow up on her songs, which is what I'm doing. I really love that song she did with her band Cubit, Beautiful Days. I've heard a few of her solo songs that have been brilliant. I myself am a big fan of when you have pop music with rapping, but good rap. There is so much bad rap in pop music. DAOKO's been an example of someone who actually has really great delivery and also does that thing that Japanese rap music does so well, which is talking about real life situations. Often I have to go through and translate the lyrics to get a lot of that, but I just feel like she's someone who adds a real personal touch to everything she does, and so I'm excited about this. It's only 3 minutes long. I don't know what kind of song it's going to be. It's called Game Over and it's 3 minutes long, so maybe something a little bit on the punchy side, I suspect. Is this going to be a little bit more of a high energy song? I guess we're going to find out. I just realized I have not plugged in the headphones. Now they're plugged in. All right, let's go. Game Over by DAOKO. 8-bit sound, yeah. I love that really live sounding drum kit in there. Oh, that's cool. It's counting in multiple languages, eh? I love the build up. I really hope this pays off. Oh, it's teasing a payoff. It's got such a fun beat to it. It's a real head bopper. Nice little chord change there. I love those little 8-bit sounds contrasting against the rhythm of voice, against that live drum kit. That's so cool. Oh, nice. I have a lot to say about this. Oh, that ending's nice as well. Leaving it on that long held note. I can't see behind the adverts. Did she fall over? Maybe she fell over. I think that's what we were getting a little hint of there. Oh yeah, you can see if you just look at the preview window instead. It looks like she... Oh no, she's digging something. She's digging... Oh, she's digging a grave. Okay. It's what happens when you stick the preview in front. I'm going to do that at the end of this video. I'll have a little preview come up here and it'll block everything, but it'll be fine. Anyway, I really like this. Now, From the get-go, obviously, it's a sub 3-minute song, so we know it's going to be concise, we know it's going to be short, so we're not expecting any long, complicated arrangements. But what we got was something that was concise and full of fun ideas. The build-up was great. I mean, like I say, it's building you up. You get this sort of sense of tension so much towards the beginning where you're building up and up and up. And then when it eventually comes in, you get this sort of outdoor scene here at night. And that's when the beat sort of really drops in. So it turns from sort of like this building up feeling to now you're really just bobbing your head, but still even then the music's keeping this tension, like sort of that chord pattern is running and it's keeping things sounding slightly edgy over and over and over. I like that. The song feels like it's very unsettled. It's got this slightly creepy vibe, but in a fun way, you know, like not like disturbing, but creepy in a fun kind of way, like a Halloween-esque vibe to it. But it pays you off by adding satisfying things into the arrangement, which is quite clever. I mean, I like I say, this particular point where the beat comes in. The song remains kind of sounding a little bit creepy, but the beat coming in now, suddenly you've got that satisfying beat that you can now bob your head to. The little sounds going throughout, like I mentioned about that 8-bit sound, you know, that sort of chiptune electronic sound happening in the background. That was beautiful, the way it thickened up the sound, but it contrasted against this really sort of raw live drum kit, which was so cool. But we have to move on to DAOKO herself. I'm going to drink a swig of water before I do that. Look, her delivery is really on point. There's nothing rhythmically complicated going on here. There's some little bits there, but there's like 3 things that I think if you're going to be someone who does, and this song kind of borders on being a rap song. There's 3 things that you really need to get right when doing this kind of song. Obviously, there's the lyrics. I picked up a little bit of lyrics, didn't pick up on enough to really give it a proper analysis. Yeah, I love the bit where she was switching between languages just randomly. That was cool. The rhythm. You need to have a really certain rhythm. Now, the rhythm here, it's quite a simple rhythm, but then that also plays into the other thing, which is the actual delivery. There's no point just robotically kicking out words on the beat. You've got to have like you've got to kind of convey an emotion. You've got to, it's, you know, doing rap well is almost like being the sort of person who reads a script or acts. You know, you have to, what you aren't having to do in melody, you have to make up for in sort of like being, you know, delivering the message with an emotion, you know, sort of making it come across, the feeling come across in the way you do it. And I love the way that she built up her voice here. She never quite goes full on crazy, and she never feels the need to overact, but you can really feel the tension. I mentioned about how the song's building up tension by having that sort of lowering bass line, that chord pattern going down, that builds up the tension, but at the same time her voice is building up, the tension is building up. You know, she's counting up, uno, dos, tres, she's getting more and more emotion, and that sort of counter with the arrangement of the song thickening and her voice getting more and more tense, whilst the bass line keeps on going down, it produces this sort of beautiful juxtaposition. And that's how you can build up, you know, a really great tension in a song, but in a satisfying way. I felt that this just did all of those things really well. I have to give a little bit of credit as well to the video, because the video, once again, is doing one of those things that you can so easily get wrong, in that it's playing a little bit into what I guess you'd say, someone's going to pick me up on my terminology here, but it's kind of got that slightly kind of gothic-esque kind of, well, it's a bit of a video game thing, but a bit of a gothic-esque thing with the black and the veil and the images of death and the burial and the fire and the chair and looking at myself across the room, that kind of thing. But even the little bit where she's kind of like vomiting out her mouth a bit, but it works because DAOKO is such a charming presence, but she's got, again, just enough character to make it work. You know, she plays slightly creepy here, but it doesn't come across like an edgelord thing, and it also doesn't come across like she's just someone dopily playing a part. You know, she actually just kind of looks kind of convincing, kind of fun. I mean, there she's got a cover on her eyes, but like the whole... See, she's kind of just, she's got a convincing stuff. Sorry, I keep on going to the bit where she's got her eyes covered, which is no use. You see, she's kind of got that personality down, but she's not overacting it, and she's not like sort of playing it just for laughs. She just kind of looks like she's having fun, and it's just the perfect balance between being a little bit dark and also a little bit fun. Kind of like how I said her delivery was the perfect balance between having emotion but not being just excessively over the top. And I think there are too many who maybe over deliver lyrics sometimes. There's no subtlety. I just think this is, again, there's a lot of subtle things that really work, but the end result is a very concise and simple song where the details are just in the nuances. Nice little details in this. Again, this is one of those songs you could listen to it for a while and you could hear so much going on in the background in the arrangement. I think it was this bit. Let's run that back for you a second there. If you just have a little listen, she's having so much fun there. If you listen to it again, the drum beat, it's got this sort of nice rawness, but then at the same time, you've got that digital sound, you've got her voice. Beautiful in the stereo and the headphones. And then her voice goes a bit auto-tuned at that point as well. There's just lovely little details in the production here. I think this is a real example of how to do something simple but do it right. Have all the right balance of everything and come out with something which is far greater than the sum of its parts. And I think it also is very much a DAOKO song. This is the sort of song where it plays to her strengths, Love it. I think it's really great. Really, really great. Really example of how to do something simple and fun with a bit of character. Nice, easy to take in, but very well thought out, very well delivered, very well executed. Really enjoyed this. I will definitely come back and listen to this again. This is going on my playlist of songs. I can guarantee that. After one listen, I'm sure I'll be back for more. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Always get in the comments, tell me what you think, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.